In this video, I'll be talking about CSS inline block layouts. Okay, so to do that, I'll start with creating the HTML basic structure. Okay, then the next thing is to link my external, because I'm writing the CSS code here. So I'll link my external CSS. Okay, it's now linked. Now I will create I think I will first of all create an doing it inside a div. How will it look now? Or should I use a normal inside div now? Does it really make sense doing it inside a div? I don't think the div will have any special. Let me just use ordinary. Let me use another element. Let me say header one. Say header one. Inside the header one, let me use a random 15 words or 20. Let me say roaring 20 random words. Let's refresh the page and see what happens. Okay, there is the words. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is let me come down. Let me add span. Okay, because what we want to illustrate is inline block. Okay, so to do that, we'll use a span to do that. So we want to target inline text. So we'll say span. Inside this span, let me say roaring. Let me say roaring 3, which is random 3 words. Okay, then I will do it up to 2 places because I will need it for the illustration. So say span again and add, let me say roaring, let me just use 3 words inside, roaring 3 words. Okay, so I think I'm done with this HTML. Okay, I think I still miss something since I'll be illustrating with this span and I have 2 span elements here. I have to make each of them unique. Okay, so what I will now do, I will give each of them a different class name. Let me call this one let me give it class name. Let me say span1, and then give this one span2. Let me give it a class name span2. Okay, I think they are now unique now. I think I'm done with this HTML. Okay, let me reduce the screen so I can have enough space in here, CSS. So what I will now do, I will call the class, which is I will call the classes. Okay, so start with I will call the first one, which is span1. So to do that, I will say span. I can actually do dot span, but I will do span dot this thing. So use span dot the class name, span dot class name, which is our class name is span1. Span1. Okay, then let's open our declaration block. Okay, inside that, let's just give it a color to, so you can see where so we can know the text that our span is representing here. Our span class 1 is representing here. Let's give a text color of let me say green. Let me see which one. Okay, this one. Okay, lorem ipsum dollar. Let me use a more visible color like red. Okay, yeah, it's more visible now. Okay, so the next one I will also call the second one, the second class, which is the one we give the unique name of span2. So we also do the same thing. Instead of typing this, let me just highlight this one. If I highlight it, I'll just duplicate it. Okay, then I will now change the class name, the class number. Let me change it to 2. Okay, so let me give it a different color so we can easily differentiate 2 of them. Let me give it a blue color. I think blue will be very visible. Okay, yeah, I think blue is visible. So these two classes now, this the class 1 is having this text, and then this class now, the class 2 is having this text, lorem ipsum dollar. Okay, so what I want to illustrate now is inline CSS inline block layout. Okay, so I can actually add that from, let me start with this first one. So to do that, I'll give it a, I think giving it a background color, does it really make sense now? Or should I leave it now? Let me give it a background color and see how it looks like. Let me give, first of all, give it a background color because I will think it will really make sense for the illustration. Let me clean this. It's supposed to be colon, I mean semicolon. Then I'll say background, background color. Let me give it, should I use aqua? Let me use a color that will be, that will match the LED a bit. Let me use aqua and see how it looks like. Okay, can see how that one looks like. Okay, then let me also add the same thing here. Let me give this one background color of, say, background color. Yeah, but no, I've not put given semicolon here. Okay, so background color of, let me give it, let me say lemon green, something green. Let me say lemon. This color, how will it look like now? Okay, I think it makes sense. Lime makes sense. Okay, then let me give it a border and see how it will look. Let me give it a border. Inside this border, the first one, let me give the first one a border of, say, 1 pixel, 1 pixel solid, 1 pixel solid. Then how will it look like? Okay, can see the border. Let me make it 2 pixels so it will be more visible. Yeah, the border is more visible. You can see a LED border. The border is red in color. Okay, then the next thing I will add if I thought I can even change this that border color if I want, but this red, it inherited the LED color and I don't think it's a good thing for me. Let me add color to the back so the color will be different, to be unique. Let me give it a background color, the border color of, let me say, what will match this color now? Think. Let me use, how about golden rod? Golden rod, how will it look like? I think it makes a little bit sense. Then inside lime, I'll use inside lime. This is a background color. Let me give it a border and then give it a different unique border color. Border. Let me use same 2 pixel, 2 pixels solid, 2 pixels, 2 pixels solid. Let me give it solid. Should we use brown and see how brown look like? Say brown. Brown. Okay, I think it's more visible. Let me. Okay, this one. Okay. I think we'll cut it short here. So let's go straight and illustrate the inline layout property. Okay, so inside this place now we use display property. Display. Inside display now I will target the first one and give it an inline. Let me say inline. It's already in inline. Let me just say inline. You can see this one is already inline. Span by default is an inline element. It's once you put it within another element, it's automatically an inline by default. So let me make this one a block. Yes, let me use this one. Let me make this one a block. Let me give it let me say uh display block. You can see the difference. It will just take a new line, because the difference between inline and block is that the block property will automatically make the elements that inherited it to just move away from the element and create a new line for it. So only it will contain that line, the whole of that line. Let me widen this so you understand what I mean. See this place now, the whole of this place now is a block. You just take the whole line by itself. Okay, display block. Then but and display inline, it will just still be in that line. It will not change anything. It will just be within the line. Okay, the only difference is that it will have some, if you add some property to it, it will inherit it. Okay, let me also do the same thing so you understand what I mean. Let me just give this one block so you understand what I mean. Say block. Okay, not this one, block. Okay, you can see it, two of them just take a line only by themselves. Okay, that's what that does. Okay, now let's do that inline block and see what it looks like. Inline block. Okay, then this one, now let's also do this one, inline block. See, inline block. We can see that, you can see what it does. It's still the same inline, the same inline, the same inline. Okay, so the difference is that you can make use of the block, or you can make use of the inline block. If you use this tool word, it will, based on what I'm seeing, let me see whether there's any significant difference between the inline and the inline block. Okay, how about this one? How about this inline here? Let me see what happens here. Still, it's still the same way by default. Let me say inline block here. Is there any difference? How about this one? Um, Inline block. Okay, you can see that in by default, just make sure each line is complete. Just complete its line. Okay, so that is how to you do inline CSS inline and block layout in CSS. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.